Hello, welcome to Joso. My name is Edwin, and today I'll be showing you how to connect RTK drone to our Sinognss receiver. So for this exercise, we are using our DJI Phantom 4 RTK drone, and then we'll be connecting to our Comnav N3, which is our Sinognss N3 receiver, as our base station. So the base will be supplying the RTK signal for our drone. So do well to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and on LinkedIn. And like, share, comment your suggestions about this video and what you would like to see on our next videos. Thank you very much, and let's proceed to the exercise. Okay, so we are going to start the setup now. So the first thing we are going to do is to set up the GNSS, and then it will be streaming as the base before we now set up the drone and then connect to the base before we fly. So first off, we are going to turn on the equipment. So the batteries are inside already. I've marked the point, I have the coordinates, I've measured the height of the instrument. So we just enter those parameters when we are setting up the base. So I will just turn it on. So it's on. Okay, so it's on and it's ready to work. So we'll just quickly connect with our GNSS and then set it up as a base station. So on our GNSS, we are using the Survey Master application, which is the application that works with the GNSS receiver, the Sinognss receiver. So we go to Survey Master. As you can see, we've already created our job, which is a drone GCP. Now the next thing we'll do is we'll come to connection and then connect the data logger to our GNSS receiver.
Device detected.
The next thing we are doing is to go to base. We want to set it up as a base station, so we'll go to base. Now on base, we are creating a new work mode, so we'll click on new. We are using the internal GSM data link, so we have the SIM card inside the receiver that is going to be sending the differential corrections to our base station. So we are using internal GSM. So we select internal GSM as our data link. Our protocol is going to be course. So how it works is that when you're setting up a GNSS receiver with internal GSM mode, it's going to be transmitting the signal the same way the course station transmits it. So we are setting it up as a course. So we'll just quickly select the server. So for the server, we are using the IP address is 207.168.180.233.207. So that's our IP address. Our port number is 2070, and then our username is OTIC. Our password is also OTIC. Then for our base name, normally if you click on this download button, it will generate the serial number of the base station, and then that will be your base name. But for this test, we are just going to change the base name to GNSS base. So this is what we are going to be using as our base name. We'll click on confirm. Then we'll set our start mode to fixed position, so we can enter the coordinate of the base point. So click on save, and then we'll save this as internal GSM GNSS base. Alright, so it's there already. If we want to apply, it's selected already, so we'll just click on start. Now when we click on start, it's now going to ask us to enter the coordinate of the base station. Click on receive. Okay, so we'll just quickly edit the coordinate of this point. So we have this as a 74.221, and then the northings is 776.563. The height of this point is 2.448, and then the height of our instrument is 1.655. So and then we are using slant height since we measure to the side of the receiver, not pole height. So we'll click on slant, and then our point name is GCP1. So we'll just click on OK, and then it will start configuring the base station.
Internal GSM. Base.
So as you can see, it's all set up. If you check on our receiver here, it's transmitting already. So we are done with the GNSS setup. The next thing we are going to do is to set up our drone. So let's get into that quickly. So this is our DJI Phantom 4 RTK drone. This is the GNSS receiver that receives the correction from the GNSS base. This is our propeller. This is our gimbal that houses the camera. This is our rotors, and then we have the propellers and every other thing. This is where you insert the battery. So we'll just quickly do that. We'll first of all take off the safety features that protects the gimbal from rotating when you are transporting it, so we can fly. So we'll take this off, then we'll keep this aside, fixing the propellers, which is also the blade. And then we are going to insert our battery. Then for our controller, so this is the controller. It has its own screen, unlike the ordinary Phantom 4 that you need to attach a tablet or a phone device to monitor. So this has its own screen. And then we are going to fix in the battery here. Okay, so we are good to go. Let's keep this aside. Okay, so first we are going to turn on the drone. And the drone is on, and then we are going to turn on the controller. Okay, so we've turned on the drone, and then we've also turned on the controller. As you can see, the controller is on, and both the drone and the controller, they are connected. Now the next thing we are going to do is to try and connect the drone to our base station. Now if you are doing a mapping, that means if you are doing a photogrammetric mapping where you need to plan your drone flight and everything, you come to plan. If you have the KML file that you want to use for your planning, you come to this options button, and then you select KML plan on instead of executing. But now we are doing executing, and executing is in two ways. It's either you are planning, you're flying a planned flight, or you are flying manually. So if we are going to fly manually, we are going to use fly. So that's what we are going to do for now. And then the next thing we are going to do is to set up the drone to connect to our GNSS. If you see what is showing on the screen now, is that it is unable to take off because of weak RTK signal. So we are going to come to settings. That's the three dot icons on the top right, and then we'll go to the second option, which is RTK. See, our aircraft RTK positioning is on. We are also going to turn on maintain positioning accuracy mode, and then for the RTK service type, now if you see, is on custom RTK. Now if you are using the D2 RTK, the RTK2 that comes with the base station that comes with the drone, you are going to be using this option. You are going to be using this option, and then you just enter your base details, you turn it on, and then it will connect automatically. But since we are connecting to a different brand, which is our Gnss, we are going to use the custom RTK network settings. So we'll switch back to custom, and then we will now enter the details of the server that we entered on the base station. So for the host, which is the server IP address, we are going to type in the same IP address that we use for the base, which is 207.180.233.207. Next is the port number. So the port number is going to be 2070. The same thing, the same information we entered on the base. The username is OTIC, all small letters, and then the password is also OTIC, all small letters. Now the next thing we are going to enter is the mount point. That means the base station. For this one we use the GNSS base, so we are also going to enter the same information, GNSS space base, and then we click on done. If you see, all the information has been entered, and then the next thing is to click on connect. Sorry, we can't connect now because we are not connected to an internet source, so we just quickly turn on our internet connection. Okay, so we've connected to our internet, and as you can see, it's connected already. So the next thing we are going to do after we've entered the parameters is to click on connect. Now it's telling us that connection is successful, and our RTK position is fixed. So as you can see, if you go back to the home screen, it's now showing ready to go, unlike the first time it was showing with RTK signal. So now we can activate the drone.
Take off.
And then we can go.
Entered obstacle avoidance mode. Entered obstacle avoidance mode. Entered obstacle avoidance mode.
Okay, so this is how to connect your RTK drone to a Sinognss receiver, and we made use of our Sinognss entry receiver using internal GSM mode. So see you another time.